Today we've got a dressage comp in Elmore at the Elmore Equestrian Park. So very exciting. So we just finished our 2 tests. Didn't help only having a 10-minute warm-up, and it also didn't help not knowing the second test properly, and consequently I have an error of course. I haven't got my scores yet, but I do know that it's an error of course. During warm-up it really helped to relax him and get focused on the job by doing some lateral work, mostly shoulder in. And then when he got really hot, to do a small circle at a particular point, just one circle and then move along. We actually only had to do that once. Historically, we've had to do a small circle, move on, and another small circle, move on, another small circle, and figures of 8s around things, etc. So today was a lot better than historic. It's getting better each time. Certainly he was a lot more settled in the second test. Transitions, so that he's listening to my leg for slow rather than me having to use my rein and him just steamrolling on the rein. This is something he does when we're out and about. He doesn't do it when we're at home. I rode a lot better as far as relaxation goes. I was really thinking about my breathing when I was asking for slow. I was relaxing my lower back and really thinking about having a neutral spine. Also trying to think about relaxing my groin and my inner thigh. Consequently, because of what I was working on, I believe that then really helped Matty with his work. I arrived half an hour later to what I had planned. I hadn't got enough fuel and I left home 15 minutes later than what I'd originally planned. Actually learned the tests earlier, both tests. I got some really nice comments about Matty's uphill movement, particularly during the canter. Well, after the second test at the halt, I got a little applause from another 2 spectators that were here to support the rider that was on after me. One of the spectators' words were that he's a real sweetie and is he only young, and I explained, well, actually he's 7 but he's young at heart and we're just getting out and about to get more experience. So I better get him unsaddled and make sure that he's kept warm and give him the attention that he deserves. That was a great morning. Met some really nice people. Met a lady and her daughter who have a sensitive pony and have had lots of problems with getting the pony basically so that the pony's happy. I could relate to their story very well. When you've got a sensitive pony or a horse that's challenging, it's actually going to end up being the most rewarding if you can find their personality and how to work together. So this little Welshie they bought have had a whole heap of trouble with, but what it has meant is that they've learned all about good saddle fit, feeding, groundwork, all those things that you learn when you've got a more challenging horse or pony that is so important. But if you have an easy character, you tend not to learn them. It can make it really tough at the time if you haven't yet learnt and you have to go through that learning process and you just want to ride and enjoy the pony, but it's just not going to happen because of the situation. But I highly recommend that if you have a challenging pony or horse, first of all, get them checked by a highly recommended chiropractor or body worker of some sort. Make sure that they're not in pain. make sure that the saddle fits well, that their gear is fitting well, and then once that is all covered off, then you can start thinking about, okay, the training piece. If a horse or pony is in pain, it's not fair on anyone, and you're not going to progress. So make sure that they're not in pain, and then the training can get started. Definitely recommend getting some training in solid ground work. I follow the Buck Brannaman ground work style. It's meant a huge change in my life in the way that I work together with my horses. And at the end of the day, our horses are looking for confidence in the world around them and are seeking that leadership from you and the people around them. My next step is to have a look at when the next competition is and start working towards that. I vote another dressage competition very soon and start learning my test early. And the more that I do this, the more relaxed I'm going to be, the more relaxed my horse is going to be, and we can really enjoy each other and kick some butt like we do at home, but when we're out and about. Meet some lovely people, see some lovely horses, and enjoy the equestrian life.